February 14th, 2000. A cold, stormy morning in rural North Carolina. Most people were asleep. The roads were nearly empty. But somewhere along Highway 18, multiple drivers reported seeing something they would never forget. A little girl, alone, walking through the darkness. No parents, no friends, no explanation. Hours later, she would vanish. And more than 2 decades later, nobody knows what happened to her. But perhaps the most terrifying mystery isn't how she disappeared. It's why she was there in the first place. Why would a 9-year-old child leave the safety of her home and walk into the night? This is the mystery of Asha Degree. Before we talk about what happened that night, you need to understand something. Nothing about Asha Degree fit the profile of a runaway. She was 9 years old, described as shy, responsible, a good student, someone who stayed close to her family. Friends and relatives later said there were no obvious warning signs, no major arguments, no history of running away, no indication that she was planning to disappear. Which creates the first puzzle. If Asha had no reason to leave, why did she leave? And if she did leave voluntarily, what was important enough to pull her into the darkness before dawn? February 13th, the day before she disappeared. At first, everything seemed normal. Asha spent time with family. The evening came and went. Eventually, everyone settled in for the night. Nothing unusual, nothing alarming, nothing that suggested the next morning would become one of the most haunting missing person cases in American history. Sometime after midnight, something changed. Investigators believe Asha left her home during the early morning hours. Alone, on foot. No one knows exactly what she was thinking. No one knows where she intended to go. What we do know is that by the time her family realized she was missing, she was already out there, somewhere in the darkness, walking toward an unknown destination. And then came the sightings. The sightings that transformed a missing child case into a mystery that still troubles investigators today. Imagine driving down a rural highway before sunrise. Rain falls against your windshield. The road is almost empty. Then your headlights illuminate a figure ahead. At first, you think you've made a mistake, because surely that can't be a child. But according to witnesses, it was. Several motorists later reported seeing a young girl matching Asha's description walking along Highway 18. Alone, in terrible weather, far from home. One witness became concerned enough to turn around. He wanted to check on her, to make sure she was okay. But when he approached, something strange happened. The girl reportedly ran off the road and disappeared into the darkness. Think about that for a moment. A 9-year-old child, walking alone before dawn, and when an adult attempts to help, she runs away. Why? Was she frightened? Was she trying to avoid being recognized? Or was she trying to reach someone before she was stopped? That single moment creates a chilling possibility. Asha may not have been lost. She may have been going somewhere specific. And if that's true, who or what was waiting for her? Before we continue, if you're fascinated by real mysteries that remain unsolved decades later, subscribe now. Every week, we explore cases where a single unanswered question changes everything. And trust me, the evidence investigators found next only deepens this mystery. As investigators searched the area, they began uncovering clues. Some of Asha's belongings were reportedly connected to locations along her possible route. Then came another discovery. A backpack believed to belong to Asha was eventually recovered miles away from where she disappeared. But instead of answering questions, it created even more. How did it get there? Who placed it there? And why was it separated from her? This is where the case becomes especially frustrating, because every piece of evidence seems to point in two different directions. Some clues suggest planning, others suggest opportunity. Some indicate she left voluntarily, others suggest outside involvement. It's as if the evidence is telling two completely different stories at the same time, and neither story fully explains what happened. Let's look at the questions investigators have wrestled with for years. If Asha left willingly, why leave during a storm? Why leave before dawn? Why leave without telling anyone? If she planned a trip, why was there no clear destination? If someone persuaded her to leave, who was it? How did they gain her trust? And why has no definitive connection ever been established? Then there's another unsettling question. What happened after the highway sightings? Because after those reports, the trail becomes increasingly difficult to follow. It's almost as if the mystery divides into two parts. The first question, why did she leave? The second, what happened after she did? And neither question has ever been fully answered. Over the years, several theories have emerged. Theory 1, she left by choice. Supporters of this theory believe Asha intentionally left home. But this explanation immediately runs into another problem. Why? No convincing answer has ever completely resolved that question. Theory 2, someone lured her. Another possibility is that someone gained her trust beforehand, someone she felt comfortable meeting. This theory explains why she may have left willingly. But investigators have never publicly identified a definitive suspect connected to such a scenario. Theory 3, an encounter after leaving. Perhaps the most frightening theory. Asha leaves home on her own, then encounters someone afterward. Someone who changes the course of events forever. This theory explains the highway sightings. But like every other theory, it leaves critical questions unanswered. And that's what makes this case so haunting. No theory explains everything. More than 2 decades have passed, yet one image continues to define this mystery. A small child, walking alone through darkness, headlights passing by, rain falling, the world asleep around her. Somewhere between her home and whatever destination she believed she was heading toward, the trail ends, and the questions begin. What was important enough for a 9-year-old girl to step into the night? What did she believe was waiting for her? And was she running towards something or away from it? If this case stayed with you, subscribe for more true mysteries, disappearances, and unexplained investigations. And before you go, answer this question in the comments. Imagine you were one of the drivers who saw Asha walking that morning. Would you have stopped your vehicle and tried to help? Or would you have assumed someone else already had? Because sometimes the smallest decision can become part of a mystery that lasts a lifetime. What do you think happened to Asha Degree?